Oh no, but his beard was connecting, man. He had a Rick Ross beard. That's why I got in the car. What's up? What's happening, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We back with another video or whatever. I'm here with my babes, Ashley. You should know if you've been watching my channel because she's in my videos. So if you don't know her. So today, we're doing a story time slash, well, y'all see in the title, it's gonna be like a story time and then lead into our red flags in these trifling arse. I'm gonna put a beep. Because bitch, I don't know if y'all saw my last video, not even the last one, not the wig one, the one before that, the day of my life. So, I had a situation where, obviously I was a buster. I'm not gonna explain this again. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna just lead on and tell you guys what happened next because it's a fucking mess. I'm like, what? Oh, let me have a sip. I wish we had some fucking Jack Daniels in this or something.
Look at you trying to get turned.
Where do I even begin? Okay, so obviously I jumped in the car with the man. So, but I don't want y'all to like be saying I'm crazy and shit. Like, I'm a Sagittarius. It's in my nature to be spontaneous, innit? Like, I'm just gonna blame it on that. But I made a judgment. And like he seemed okay. He seemed normal. He didn't seem like the type that was gonna abduct me. And we was talking and stuff. I was like, what's your name? Like, where you from? How old are you? Whatever. He told me his name was Leo. That's big cat. That's the fact. Let's put a pin in that. Obviously, like, I'd given him my number already. We was talking over the next couple of days, and baby.
No.
We have been speaking on WhatsApp, so I must have messaged him or he messaged me, whatever, and I was like, oh, so what was your name again? It was Leo, right? Why does he say, kind of?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Kind of? What, y'all have like interchangeable names or something? Like, I don't know how that works, make it make sense. He says his name's not Leo. What can we call him? We're just gonna call him Alien.
Yeah, Alien.
We're gonna call him Alien.
But basically his name wasn't Leo.
It wasn't Leo. It was not fucking close to Leo. Do you know why he said his name was Leo? Because that was his fucking star sign. Like, what the fuck?
Red flag number one.
Red flag. We're gonna have an
unprovoked lying.
I put him up on it. I'm like, that's a bit like, why'd you lie? But a lot of people lie about, well, more time girls lie about their name for whatever reason. So I was kind of like, okay, I'll let that slide, whatever. What was the next lie? Baby, there was just so many lies, I don't even know what was next. Let's take it back a sec. In the car, I obviously was asking about him, you know, what do you do type thing, all of that jazz. And I think he might have mentioned somewhere in that conversation that everyone has a past type thing.
Oh shit.
What do you mean everybody has a past? Like, what was you doing?
Like, what you trying to say?
Like, in the car, I asked him, had he been to jail? And he didn't, I think he said no, but he said it in a way that meant yes. That's big cat. Like a no type thing. So it was like, okay, so yes, you're a felon. I was like, oh shit, was it for an M charge? He said no. I was like, was it kidnap? He said no. So I was like, okay, well, then I'm okay. I'm okay in the car. So this came up later on because I asked him for his Instagram, and on his Instagram he had a picture. His very first picture, the caption was fresh home. Fresh home, straight out of the slumber. Where are you fresh home from, my guy? Did you go on holiday? Where are you coming from? Fresh home from where? Oh, fresh home from prison, yeah. Okay. You look nice. Are you going? You can come in the video if you want. Hi guys. This is Sharon. Sharon. Obviously, I was like, baby.
And like, you can't even lie. Like, you're gonna get yourself baited out. Like, that just, it's even worse that way. Like.
But do you know, this is the thing, and this is the thing that just boggles my mind. I've obviously seen your fresh home, so I'm like, okay, so you was in jail. Let's not beat around the bush. So I'm asking him, okay, what was it for? Like, what did you do type thing? Because like, that's
basically,
I need to know.
You sent him a message saying, so you have been in jail.
Yeah, and he was kind of like, oh, well, you know, like, everyone knows it, like, everyone knows about it, like, it wouldn't be on my Instagram, that wouldn't be my caption if I didn't want you to see it. So he knew I was gonna see it, exactly. So you knew he was gonna have this conversation at some point, so
then when I asked you the first time, why didn't you just say yeah?
So that's strike number 2. Like, you lied to my face and said that you you haven't been penned. Like,
yeah, like when you have.
He keeps going like, oh, do you know what, it's not a big deal, like it's not that deep, everyone knows, like if I didn't want you to see that I would have taken it down, so like it's minor, trying to brush it off. But him doing that is just making me be like, okay, if it's so minor, then just let me know. Like, these times he was proper beating around the bush, saying, oh, I don't want to tell you over the phone, like I'd rather tell you in person. I'm like,
Get some help.
Ain't no one trying to meet you.
I'm not coming to link you until I know what you went prison for, my guy. What? Come on, like, that makes sense.
So
surely. I told one of my friends this and she was like, most girls would have ended that from when they found out he went prison.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm still trying to,
like,
giving,
like giving him the benefit of the doubt.
You get it?
Like,
yeah, a lot of people have charges for like petty stuff, like some weed or something. So it's like, let me not judge until I know like what it is, innit?
that would have just been like, you're on strike free, like you're out. Like from that point forward, I wouldn't even give you like
The time of day.
the time of day. Not because I'm judging you, but just because like I'm just no longer interested.
So he's still not telling me what it is, and we kind of get into a bit of like a disagreement. I say to him, all right, you don't need to tell me right now in this conversation, but I'm gonna need to know before I decide to come and link you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just go link man without kind of knowing a bit of their background. And stuff.
Yeah, of course. Background check.
Yeah, fam! Do that CRB! What? We're going back and forth. He's not trying to tell me, and I can see it's getting a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm just like, cool, we don't have to talk about it, let's move on. We don't have to speak about it in this conversation, but I'm gonna need to know before this proceeds anywhere. So fast forward like the next day or the day after, whatever, this comes up in conversation again because it was left on like an awkward note, and it's like, we can't just brush it under the rug. Like,
yeah,
you're not trying to tell me why you was in prison. Like,
but he was still trying to like get her to link him without him sharing what it was he went inside for.
Like, oh,
so
when am I gonna see you? So we're talking about it, and he's still being like, do you know what, like it's a minor. And he even had the audacity. He's like, you're pressuring me, you're a hypocrite, like you said I don't have to talk about it, it's not something I want to talk about over the phone. I'm like, you must have killed somebody. At this point, you must have. I think the conversation kind of went off that topic, but he dropped, my probation officer would like this. So I was like, wait, you're on probation, so you've done something that like has you on probation.
Like, you still need to prove you're worthy of being outside.
Yeah, like
basically.
you're fresh home, like you're fresh home if you're on probation. So eventually he goes into it a little bit. You wanna know what he was in prison for? Kidnap. A whole kidnap.
And bearing in mind she had already asked him before
That was strike 3.
what it was he was in for. And she mentioned kidnap and he lied. Once again, you lied again.
Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Like, I don't even know you. I don't know you from anywhere. You're a random person. Nor will you know if I will speak to you ever again, and you're lying.
That's what I'm saying. You need to just say this with your chest. Like, this is you. This is what you've done.
And I won't lie.
Take accountability for it.
Yeah, facts. And it's like when men start lying and shit, like that's when you start losing credibility.
Over small, like I don't know
like,
from nowhere.
All that pattern of like just lying, consistent lying, petty lies, like white lies that aren't like a big deal, but really they are a big deal. And
yeah, and that was his thing. Like, oh, it was just a white lie about the name thing, and I was like, but.
Like, it just proves what kind of character you have, like.
Yeah, but it wasn't, I feel like when you say kidnap, I mean, it is mad. The kidnap thing, someone owed him peas. I really want to know how much money it was, because how much money?
This nigga broke.
How much money? That's what I'm saying. How much money does someone have to owe you for you to kidnap them?
Like, seriously.
What's your price? To do a whole kidnap?
But it could have been a lot.
So
people are crazy enough to be running off with someone's 10k, like.
That's what I'm
wild.
saying. But like, if someone owed me 10k, bitch, I'd probably kidnap you too. The fuck?
Had your kids, had your wife, and had your husband.
Like,
if I saw you on road and I was like,
so what? We're condoning his behaviour?
no, we're not condoning it, but I would do.
No.
Okay, let me not say that. If he would have just said that from the jump, would I have taken it? Like, would I have
like you might have been able to like overlook it a tad. Like,
not overlook. I wouldn't say the word overlook.
Like,
I'm definitely
no, but
looking at that. I ain't gonna overlook that.
When I mean overlook, I mean like you might have been able to kind of like understand and maybe just like continue talking to him even.
Yeah.
Or even maybe like go link him, for example.
That's what I'm saying.
But the fact that you've just done all of that
and then to call me out and call me a hypocrite and have a certain tone with me because I'm asking you.
Now it's like now
you're done.
Like,
you're
now
done.
You're written off.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And
like,
do you know what? This is what I'm too nice. I'm actually too nice.
Yeah, facts.
I felt bad because I was thinking in his head, he's just told me like what it is, that you're obviously uncomfortable with it because you're doing all of this overcompensating, being like, I've got my life together, like man's got a job now, like I've got a car, my own place, You're overcompensating, so this is obviously a touchy subject for you to bring up. And like I get that every time you date a girl, it's like, oh, that's hanging over your head, like you kind of need to let them know type thing. So I felt bad because I was like, oh, he's told me and now like I'm locking it off type thing.
You might have felt that way in regards to like, oh, this is a girl, I don't know how she's gonna take it, but really and truly, what, is he gonna be alone forever?
No, that's what I'm
He's
saying. You have to say it with your chest.
At some point, like
you have to take responsibility for your actions. Like what? The red flags, unprovoked lying.
But I feel like with men, it's like they'll lie about shit that they don't need to lie about.
Well, yeah, if your beard doesn't connect, red flag. No, I'm joking.
When they're too comfortable, have some manners, have some decorum. Yeah, like you're not just you're not talking to an object. Like
he was like, so you're gonna send me a few pictures of you? I was like,